Yeah, I'm talking with Nuria because most of you talk to me also in private, and she's asking me a little issue with the sound on Toon Boom. Okay, yeah, I know that you've been sending me the sounds. Do I have your Toon Boom file? Yeah, so for me it's not a problem. You know, you can record the other one and upload both. I think that it's easier. It's not the perfect way, but I don't want you to struggle with technical issues now, you know? So maybe it's kind of a patch. So yeah, there is no, it's not mandatory, David. You can if you want. Okay. Um, yeah, perfect, perfect. Okay, so we can close more or less the animatic and layout. It's the folder will not be closed yet. It's until I think that the 30. No, today is 30. So yes, for today I can put it to for Monday, just in case. So I will, yeah. So the animatic folder is for Monday, and the rig and jump for Thursday. Okay, so let's see if we can manage this calendar. So I'm going to start checking the deliveries if you want. Okay. Meanwhile, the guys that are starting the rig and jump, try to do it. The ones that have the exercise finished, please download the Gandalf character that you have in material. Try to spend a little time with it. Try to open the node view. Check where everything is. Yeah, and I will introduce the exercise probably by the end of the class. About the animatic and layout, I have a lot of exercises here. Maybe some of you want to deliver it as it is because you don't have more time to work with it. Maybe some of you are not quite sure about how it is, so maybe you want feedback. Who wants feedback about the animatic and layout? I'm going to check all the recon jumps, but not the animatic and layout. Who wants feedback? Great. I'm talking about the animatic and layout. Okay, so the format is great. Let's check 40 seconds. Wow. So I'm going to be, oh well, just you want feedback? Okay, so there is no need to be that fast. Okay. So this is an action, so she is opening the door. I would recommend to not start the shot with this action. Maybe in putting the character inside of the shot and then starting the action here and finishing the action here. You know? So that's one. Then I don't know if it's necessary to go from this shot to this one and then come back. Well, yeah, we are doing it for revealing this. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think that it's needed for. So I will do this shot, then this one, and open the door all the way in this shot. So there is no need to have this, I think. And then from this shot with the door open, we can go to this one. That would be great. Then this nice. I don't know why do we have a change of shot here, because it's like a zoom out, but it's the same thing. You know, it's a little this is for everybody, so it's a little weird with we are seeing something and the following shot it's the same thing with a zoom in or zoom out. It should be very specific. No, it's not a draw problem. The draws are great. It's not necessary to have this quality. I like the draws. It's the change of shot, right here. I don't think that it's necessary either. So, but if you want to, for having the perfect language, I would start an action here, the action of getting down on her knees and finishing the action here. So all of this is good. But then, okay, I guess that this is kind of a trailer or teaser format. It's not it's not like a scene. It's like a teaser, right? Because here we have like a jump from this shot to this shot, because now we have policemen. So I guess that we jump to a new or another temporary line or something. That's good. Also, if we're running from right to left, that by the way that means that we are returning from something that so it's good. Don't stop the running in a different perspective. You know, if we are running from right to left, stop the running from right to left. So this drawing you could just make a mirror of it, and that's it. So yeah, make a mirror of this shot, and this last one looks great, so that's it. Great. What about the layout? That's great, perfect, perfect. Perfect shot, very good. So for the rest of you, because I know that we have like problems with understanding the shot, there is no need to have it like this. So this is very good. I didn't ask for final drawings like this ones. Well, I asked for one, but here we have more than one. So that's great, but it's not necessary. Same thing, if we are running in this shot, from right to left, it would be great if we have this one from right to left also. And the third one.
Me está destruyendo. He hecho directo nada más que para que me destruya.
Okay.
Le he pedido que...
Works. If you want to improve it more, I will say to you that it would be great if we can see.
La animación.
Well, yeah, it would be great if we can see how the door is open, but maybe it's not necessary. But getting the character out of here and seeing how
Pero ya está, ya ha pasado.
No, está en ello. Si quieres venir todavía está pim pam.
Would be great, but either way it looks amazing. So very good job here. I guess that anyone else wants feedback from animatic and layout, so I'm going to jump to the Rick and Jump. That I have 10 deliveries, so let's see. Maybe some of you doesn't want any feedback because don't want to spend more time with the exercise. I don't know. Let me know that. If not, I'm going just from the first to the last.
¿Ese es el tuyo?
No, ¿Qué? ¿Qué? ¿Dices del Rig and Jump?
No, el tuyo ya te ha pasado, ¿no?
Pickle Rig.
He turned himself into a ball. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
Pues...
Okay, so first, careful. I don't know if is here, Jordi. Yeah, it's here. Yeah, from the first frame to the last, there is like a difference in X translation. So it's like that here it is a little to the left than more to the left than the other one. So it looks like click, you know, click. There is a click here.
Dame un feather falling comparte fire.
Very easy one. What else? What about those? The timing looks pretty good. The arms suffers about the same click, but the fluidness it's pretty nice also. The timing is the same thing as the jump, so when it goes up, the arms goes down, and when it goes down, the arms go up, so it's the same timing. It would be better if it has some offset, but like this also works, not that well, but works. Then the legs, contact pose here, then goes down, pretty good. Be careful, this is like the most important thing, well, one of the most important things about this exercise, trying to get those feet at the same level each frame. For example, here they go a little to the sides. here also, so we should try
Just like that.
translating the whole leg
Bueno, que te pudieras poner el
as
arco a
we
dos
can
manos.
do,
¿Me podría poner qué?
El arco a dos manos.
trying to get the feet in the same spot
aquí en Dark
all
Souls
the
o qué?
frames. Then
Si te lo pones a dos manos. Cuando disparas.
here we have the contact pose
Es
again,
verdad,
so
tío, te lo
pretty
pones
good.
cuando disparas,
Si
que
no,
no sé.
de macho, mira esto.
And
Vení, guacho.
that
Vení, desguacho.
hat,
No, ya lo sé, ya lo sé.
yeah,
Que
goes
le
from
escudo de lado.
here to here,
Este escudo de lado.
and it's already in the head. So I will, and then here
Molaría que solo
goes
fuera con
out.
una mano, tío.
So there is a like a blocking effect on the head. I will make it more fluid,
Dispárate
going
un arco con una
to the
sola
head
mano.
more or less around here
Que he visto paralímpicos
on the
hacerlo, pero
frame
complicado.
12 or something,
Uff,
and the rest looks great. So pretty good.
esa gente se merece un Oscar, tío.
¿Qué demonios? A la mejor actuación.
What
Qué
as well,
pro.
Enrique, I
Feather
give
Falling 3
you
solo me dará Feather Falling, no sé.
feedback before, but
No lo sé, puede que no. ¡Ostras, tú qué mira, tío! O sea, mira,
You
mira,
can
mira.
see
Mira,
closer.
o sea, el...
Dios, qué curres en esta adereza
So
rara, tío,
here-
qué coño.
it would be
culo.
great if we can see how the body goes down
Es
more
un
fluid,
culo.
and
Está-
the feet should be on the
por el
same
culo que
spot
viste.
all the time.
Pues creo que voy a intentar darle a Feather Falling 3. a ver
Then
qué
when
me
it
sale.
goes up, it has like a
Es que son
deacceleration.
botas de
Meanwhile,
diamante, tío, no lo quiero hacer. No quiero asegurarme de que es un...
it's taking off. Maybe we can polish that, but
Ah, qué raro.
overall looks pretty good also.
Y esto me da un breaking
A ver,
3.
que quiere decir que me río de él, pero sigue siendo mejor que el mío.
Are
por
you sending
desgracia.
me a new one? Where? On the mail or right here?
Cuando te la mandan.
Campus? So that one was the new one, right? The one that I
Voy a
just
hacer clip
opened?
de eso, by the way.
¿El qué?
No?
Voy a hacer clip de eso.
¿El qué? Si esto no es
Oh, mail.
Twitch.
Pero puedo hacer
Yeah, but like
clip, tío.
at 11:45, right? I replied it.
A ver, si quieres...
Dime,
A ver,
man.
pero ¿de qué exactamente quieres hacer clip? ¿De la cosa esa ¿Es de eso que estás viendo ahora en
No,
pantalla?
de tu bifeo.
Ah,
de tu
vale,
clip.
si quieres
Well,
hacer...
it doesn't
sí,
show
no.
me
Hombre,
my
y la-
reply.
Sí, no
Mira,
sé,
ya.
pero no tenía pensado ponerlo en público, pero
So
lo,
maybe
lo pongo si quieres para que lo veas luego, cuando
something
quieras.
went wrong.
Y
Sorry,
layers.
whatever.
¿Y la Yers de dónde?
So
En
yeah, it's the
casa.
same thing. Now the
Fuera.
feet are better, but
Ya tengo otro mino.
mi
as you can
barrio.
see here, you
otro
have the
bueno,
body
bueno.
going from
Esto
up
es mi
to
barrio.
down in one frame
¿Todo me tienes ya?
or in one pose, and then it
Supondré que
remains
para
there.
doble uno. Porque ya se me ha pasado
And
la hora.
then goes down a little more. So it could be more fluid, you know, going one frame to the other, a little down and down and down,
Por suerte no están los de las
and
hachas.
then going up.
Los de la hacha no pueden estar.
Yeah,
Solo son
that's why it has like
Son de la
a
raíz.
pack effect
O de
right
la
there.
villa esta rara.
The
que
rest
tienen
looks
ellos.
pretty good.
Del Outpost.
De la mansión. No, de la mansión.
Ah, no están ni en el Outpost.
Que va, que va. Los outposts están los...
Yo tengo Baddest Omen. Vaya. Que sí, que estaba matando a un bicho.
Dios, es un Sonic enfermo.
Con chistera y sin púas.
Me hace gracia los ojos de adicto al cristal que tiene.
So yeah, it's very good. I would say that you have to work a little more if you want to hear the feet
Escucho
should
hasta el
be
Clitos, tío,
on the
cuando
same spot little
Pero
better.
es que no lo entiendo, de verdad.
And
es
then
es
we
súper-
would be great if we could
Es una
see
cosa rara,
the
déjalo.
body going
No,
down
pero
from
no digo
here
de esto,
to
digo el profesor
here,
que está siendo
you
súper
know?
exigente con esa
It's
wea.
like
Creo que tengo que
the
cambiarlo
feet are
entero.
moving,
Que tengo
but
que
the
repetirlo
body
de cero otra
is
vez este trabajo
remaining on
por
the
lo que
same
está
spot.
diciendo,
Would be great if
básicamente.
we can see how it goes down.
Creo que voy a...
The
me
hat
la
is
juego
perfect,
Protección
the
3 o voy a
shining
Feather
it's
Fall.
very good. I like the
Feather
arms.
Falling de
So
una.
the face
Protección
is
3,
cool
Protección
too.
2, Protección
So
2
if
y
you can
Feather Falling 3.
fix that, would be great.
Let's go. Han sido unas botas buenas, tío.
Bueno,
Es que mientras tenga Feather Falling, luego le puedo poner
ya, pero
breaking.
necesita un breaking. Al igual
No,
que
le
mi
pondré
espada de
la-
diamante.
Ya le pondré un breaking cuando pueda. Yo tengo una idea. No sé si creo que no se puede hacer.
Ostras,
Yeah, so we have a look
hace
problem
como un
here.
doble salto ahí el muñeco.
Es verdad, tío. Haz un...
Yeah. So from the
Ah,
last
bueno,
one
exige.
So the first one
Me parece
is
exigente y hasta el
higher.
exigente y hasta
So
el pavo
that
este que...
Exigencia, tío, ¿qué
it's
pasa con
not a good
exigencia?
idea most of the
Exigenda.
time. So you should, if you're starting
Es
here on the
mimenda.
top, you should
No,
go
no.
down as you're
Que no.
doing very well, then
Nunca sé
up.
cómo se escribe, tío.
But then
Es que me los cargo de dos flechas.
from the
los
last to
dibujitos.
the first, you should be more or less
Te
on
voy
the
a
same
poner
level
cinco,
in
toca
order to
de
go
tres,
down,
esa de
not
uno.
upward. So that's why you have a
De
loop
tres.
Pero no
button
tengo-
there, you're like clank going
Ayúdanos a
up.
combatir el COVID-19. ¿Cómo voy a ayudar? ¿Cómo voy a ayudaros? ¿Cómo voy
¿Te ha
a
salido
combatir?
eso
The
en mi
timing
vídeo?
looks
¿Dónde?
pretty good, and then as
Como publicidad de Moodle.
we
Ayúdanos
should
a
Ah,
combatir
vale,
el
qué
COVID.
susto.
try
Digo yo. Es que como
to
me salga mi
polish
publicidad
this
de
part,
esto, ¿por qué? Por haber dicho
having the
que me
feet
gusta,
on the same
me
level
gustan
and the
los
body
directos de
going
Corone.
down without
O no, lo he
moving the
dicho.
key.
He dicho la C
That's the
palabra.
key.
Has dicho
We
la
should
palabra.
Ah, perdón,
Has dicho
la de
cepa.
palabra, de
Push that.
monetización.
La cepa.
The hat
No, no. Es gracioso
works
porque
pretty good.
demonetización,
It could, yeah, it could
a no ser que me quiten
land
dinero de la
on
cartera,
the-
que es
on
cosa
the
que
hat
dudo.
a little later.
Desmonetizan, yo qué sé, tío. Yo qué sé. Puedes decir lo que quieras, realmente.
Sí,
O sea,
caca.
puedes decir lo que quieras, total. Tus
Sí.
vídeos no monetizan.
Sí, bueno.
Eso es lo bueno del youtuber que no.
Un youtuber, ¿sabes?
Corone puede decir lo que quiera.
Ah, Corone. Sí, Corone. Sí. Como claro, quiero decir. Se puede quedarse dormida en streaming como hacen otros y ganan dinero igual.
Puede comerse una hamburguesa.
Es comerse una hamburguesa pensando que está.
Wow,
Hamburger.
pretty good. Looks very good.
Burger.
No, entonces, sí, vídeo. Todos los vídeos.
So
están
yeah,
muy
that's the thing.
Todos los vídeos de estos típicos de
We
que
can
te desglosan
so
una palabra.
contact
tres
pose,
sílabas y le empiezan a
land,
explicar, están
go
cursos.
down.
No, pero digo que todos los vídeos de VTubers están
It's
cursos.
just,
todos los vídeos de
it's
YouTube
just
están
one pose.
blues,
Maybe
blues,
we
sí.
could add an in between from here to here.
Algunas están
you
curset,
know,
o sea, algunas.
But
El
in
balance
contact
de
pose,
curset.
but whatever,
les está-
it looks
Nada,
very good.
estamos
So
hablando de
yeah,
que hay más cursos.
good job.
A ver, escucha una cosa, o sea, hay vídeos más curset, sí, pero esos vídeos por suerte todavía no me han salido en recomendados. Y si me salen recomendados, le doy a no me interesa. Sigo para adelante.
¿Qué vídeos no te salieron recomendados?
Quieras saberlo.
Pues ahora quiero saberlo, ¿sabes? O sea,
Pues
es
yo qué sé,
gracioso.
Ubu. Madre mía, el furro, espera. Que...
Hoy va tú. ¡Ay, va Dios! ¡Un furro!
Yikes. Un furro. No.
Cobarde.
Yeah, that's it.
No es cobarde,
Contact,
simplemente
going
que
down,
no me apetece
down,
charlar
up,
así como si fuera
Contact,
día a día y no sé de
go,
quién es de la
going,
clase, ¿sabes? En
going.
plan,
Perfect.
obviamente habrá
Yeah,
gente que
this
no
is
se pilla la
very
broma
good.
y se los toma en personal. Nuria.
Nuria no se toma la broma como...
Por eso supongo que se lo tomaría personal. Porque entre ella y yo hemos intercambiado una palabra en los 2 años que llevamos de carrera. Que es Yikes.
Zorra.
Yikes, juegas Yumi.
Ostras, tú.
Pero bueno, este
So
es el
the
libro de
character
diario de
looks
Greg.
great,
Míralo.
but we have
Bruh.
La
important
animación no es la
problem
mejor,
here on the
pero me
contact-
cunde el
on the contact
muñeco.
pose. So we are going down here, then we have like a clack.
Me cunde bastante el muñeco.
That we should fix.
Como cunden los muñecos.
Contact pose.
Y va con una gorra de estas
Then the
falsas.
feet are
Una
moving
semigorra.
Sí,
to
Y
the
la cara,
inside,
la
so
cara
they
de
should
Parguela me
remain on the
encanta.
same spot,
Sister
and the body
Carbone.
should go
Pero mira la cara de
down,
Parguela cuando toca el suelo.
and then
Lo sé,
up
lo sé,
again,
sí, sí,
contact
estoy viendo.
pose, and this.
Te tengo en segundo plano.
The arms look pretty good, and that hat could land a little later.
Ah,
But yeah,
y
we
el
have
mío
to
tiene un
try
error
to
porque
correct this.
he usado. He animado los brazos como si fueran piernas y tienen un botón distinto.
Tú.
Si ya desde el principio va mal. Mira, ese es el mío.
Camina. Con cuidado.
Yeah, so the loop doesn't work that well.
Claro que no lo workea well. Bastante que conseguí acabar.
So
el
the
juego.
glasses should be at the same spot. That feet also, more or less. And then
Oh, vaya.
the first and the last frame should be the same, and then you have to hide the last frame, right? And then we need, so let's
Pues es
say that
justo lo
this
que
is
le he
the
dicho, que
final
no
contact pose, so
o
we
sea, en
go
plan, no
up.
entiendo cómo se mueven los frames en esta
But
wea.
then here we need contact pose and the body really going down. When we need more angle there on the knees and keeping the feet on the same spot. Yeah, we should work on that. And with the arms too, they should be a little open here, going down, 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 up, 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 but you don't have to go down until you land. So the pose with the arms more open is the first contact pose. So this one here, we should have the arms as open as we can.
Y repito,
Okay.
mi intención era esa. Pero el programa es un poco
I
así.
know that you are having problems, but they look pretty good
Yeah,
to me.
No tengo el micro puesto, ¿qué demonios?
I insist that
Menos mal, ¿sabes? Estás haciendo el directo y poco más.
the
Sí, no, pero ahora
hardest
en plan,
with the
me
character
acaba de
down
responder
is
y yo.
the
No sé.
one that we have to work more.
¿Te imaginas que está viendo este directo?
Pero mira,
But
este
looks
es de
pretty good.
yoyos, Mira este.
Esto es un
El
yoyo de
Mr.
la
X.
parte.
Because we
el
have
Mr.
like
X.
3 elements,
Es
well,
un yoyo de la
more
parte.
than one
No,
element
le falta.
that we need to solve here.
Mr. X no tendría que saltar, tendría que caminar.
Yeah. So the timing must be good.
Sí, además que
It's
es el
the
Mr. X.
easiest one because we practice with the ball a lot of time, so it seems that the timing is working in most of the jumps. The secondary animation on the arms must be good also, but more or less it's working with everyone. The hat though should
Bueno, ya puedo
be
mutearlo,
worked
ya te ha...
a little better.
No hace falta que lo pongas en.
For example, here
Solo
at
quería
this
estar presente
point,
para ese
the hat should be totally separated from the body, and it should land a few frames after the contact pose. You know. And another thing that it's maybe the second most important thing about the exercise, it's just this part, right? So we need to have the contact pose, that is this one, it's a contact pose, so because here we have the same level. The feet should be on the ground, and then we should be able to see how it goes down and having the legs flexed, you know what I mean. So yeah, work on that. The rest looks pretty good. And the last chart.
Oigo,
¿Qué ha hecho? Aquí nadie se ha
el
dado.
zoom. A ver, es que.
Doing the shot a little wider would be
Tenemos
great, I think.
Y
See
a este también
the hat
a este
properly.
pana le entiendo mucho. El zoom se toca mucho. El programa te
The
toca el
first
zoom
and
cuando le da la
last
puñetera
frame,
gana y tienes que
it's
volverlo a
weird
cambiar. Y
because
no
the
solamente
body
tienes
is
que
in the
cambiarlo, sino que
same
tienes que
spot,
cambiarlo de
but
cada frame
the
porque
rest
se
of
buguea.
the character it's not. So try not to have the body stick in one place for more than 2 frames. Should have like an easy in and easy out there.
¿Silverfish?
The
¿En
face
serio?
looks great, the arms doesn't look bad, but we have
Posible.
the main problem is the loop, because here we have a jump from the final and the first one, so try to polish that.
Estoy dando vueltas por el mismo
And
lado.
then the feet, the head works pretty good. The feet should, so we have here contact pose,
¿Por qué toco
thumb,
Silverfish ahora?
and yeah,
Porque
they
estás al
should
lado de
stay a
una de las
little
mountains.
more on the
Ya,
place.
pero si los Silverfish solo spawnan
And
en
instead of
Strange Hills,
having
ya, bueno, es que
the
Strange Hills ya no existe como bioma. se llama
the
Mountain.
legs reduced, it's like they are getting smaller. They should be more flexed, instead of smaller.
Voy a probar
But
ahora.
I think that it's pretty little easy to fix, so I'm quite happy with that. Okay, so pretty good, pretty good. pretty good, but so we have 10. So we need like 15 more at least, I guess. We know we are like 25 or something, so we're like 27, I think, more or less. So yeah, we need a lot more of jumpings. So I am wondering now, is it worth it if I check how to do it, or should we go directly to the new exercise?
Yo le he golpeado una enderpana con
No
una
porque no
espada de...
tengo. No porque no tengo sonido puesto.
No, pero yo sin querer que le he pegado una enderpana.
Maybe meanwhile you are downloading this character and
Espera,
messing
espera,
around,
¿dónde
I can do the jump again. Maybe I can record it.
Ojalá tener un croc, tío.
Me encanta cómo el profesor golpea con furia las teclas. Lo tuyo es más con rabia, lo suyo es con furia, con...
Yeah, that's the thing, but also it's a little unfair for people that are having trouble with the computer and cannot stick with the calendar, so we have to, you know, juggling. We have to juggle a little with this. But
Ojalá ni un sapling, tío.
do you have, for example, everyone has a character now?
Oh,
Everyone at least
elitismo.
that have the exercise finished.
It's a bit
Also,
unfair for the people that
for the
have
ones that
already done
have
everything.
the
Bueno,
exercise
yo qué sé,
finished,
tío.
I just give feedback. So I think that just a couple of you doesn't need to work at all with the exercise. The rest, you need to polish a few things.
No estoy jugando al iconoclastas, tío.
¿No estás jugando al iconoclastas?
No, estoy escuchando la canción de negro, tío. Me estoy volviendo loco ya. He llegado a ese punto de mi vida.
Yeah, you're included. So yeah, you have to work a little bit with your jump. So
No, porque si quito este se... Si quito este se pone el... Se vuelve el...
yeah, well, you too, Enrique. I mean Mark. So
Espera,
yeah,
¿estabas
you
tú
two,
farmeando?
well,
Esqueletos.
all of you. So
Sí, un poquito.
right now, I think that I just have
Deja
one
todos los teclados
exercise
en el cofre del
that doesn't need anything. I think that it's, yeah, Fran Guerrero. And maybe, yeah, Fran Guerrero, and maybe, who was the other? Angel? I think so.
Y guarda en el cofre de abajo los huesos, que es que yo tengo el inventario petado.
Sí,
Yeah.
yo lo que veo.
Yeah,
lo
so
que voy a hacer ahora
I think that I said something to Angel, a little thing, but more or less Angel and Fran has the character, the animation almost perfectly. The rest of you, you have to check some things because
Voy. Ah, bueno. Y aquí
mostly
guardas
the
la Blackstone.
part when the character is on the
Es que
floor,
pienso que tenía el
that
inventario
has
petado.
to be
Vale, las
well
flechas las
done.
ponemos arriba.
because the next exercise has a lot to do with that. You know, we're going to do the idol, and the idol it's kind of the top
idol.
part of the character. It's kind of floating around,
Es un enemigo.
you know, and we need to keep those feet on the same spot. So that part of the jump
Espera,
needs
yo quiero
to
experiencia, que todavía no soy
be
nivel 30. Mi pana
well
esqueleto,
done,
venid.
right? So everyone has to work now with the
Un
jump,
arco
at least
encantado.
for the delivery.
De
Anyway,
pasaos
I'm
el
going
arco encantado, que lo quiero ver. Lo quiero lo quiero
to
ver.
present the next exercise very
Breaking
quickly
tres.
because obviously I have a
Joder,
couple
ahora
of
estoy intentando
students that
ordenar todo esto, pero hay demasiados
to
cosas.
they had to start this
Estos arcos.
exercise, and the rest of you
Ah, todas las
that
cosas
just have to check a few things.
Joder,
I
macho.
guess that for next class, the
Intento
class
ordenar
from Monday, you can maybe start a new exercise. Maybe you can finish it, finish the jump this weekend and start a new one if you have the time to do it. So, very quickly, we will talk about this exercise Monday with more time, but we're going to start the idle. I think that it's the easier one, because I was thinking about the walking, but
Pero no, si ya tienes esto no necesitas.
it's a little complicated, so I guess that the
puedes
idle
dar
is the
el
easier
que vas a
one,
pillar.
and it has
Que
more
yunque acabo de-
relation with the jump that we just made. So, the rig is done.
Mira ese rig, papá.
The rig is done, and maybe you want to check the node view a little and move it around, or maybe you want to put it as your own a little bit if you want.
Oh, me
But
queda muy
I
poco
think
ya
that
para acabar
it's
este trabajo.
pretty
Sí que lo voy a acabar ahora
self-explanatory.
porque la
For
verdad me da
example,
mucha pereza dejarlo para
we have here the
sinapsis.
right foot, the leg, the left foot, well, the whole leg, okay, right here, left here, the whole torso. Well, these are like the extras: skirt, belt, hip. One thing, and I want to have this very clear: the staff and the skirt are not mandatory objects to animate. Okay? They doesn't need to be animated if you find it too complicated. Okay? Yeah? Someone just tap okay. So we can put it out.
Qué feo.
But I think it's pretty easy. Also, have here the torso, the body, the bones. Most of the bones are hide behind the pecs. So body and pec, face, head, left arm, right arm. The staff is right here on props. I already put it on the proper spot. Hand, and then this is very useful. Top character and legs. Then the whole character and master with the stuff, right? So top character.
Sí, es que
If
el
we
oro
click
apenas
there
protege,
and
¿no?
we
Es que
click
el oro creo que
right
apenas
here, mostrar la cadena de formación.
El casco
Sí,
de
claro.
oro protege
So
igual que el de
just
hierro.
Pues a lo mejor me pillo un casco de...
next to the tool, the rig tool, the rigging tool. If we click there, we can see all of the bones, right? We can do the same thing with the
Es que te lo
legs,
tendré jodido si se me...
and we can do the same thing with the whole character, right? So now
Solo
we
lo
can
lees si en
just
algún momento
animate
conseguimos un...
whatever we want. Okay, I would like you to check it out, mostly because maybe I need to correct something, right?
Debería comer. Que a la 1:30 me han dicho de bajar. Así que voy a
Yeah,
ver, así que voy
my
a por la
keyboard has a lot of issues.
Como aquí, mientras observo la trampa de esqueletos, tío.
But I think that it works pretty good. All the things are pretty well connected. The parts of the body that doesn't have any bone, I tried to make it as simple as I could. are the hands, the staff, the hat, and the face. To move that, if you need to, we have text for everything, right? So, for example, we have the hat here. We can move it around. We have the face right there that we can put. So if we take the head and we take the blue dot is the rotation point. We can just rotate it as we need to, right? As you can see, the right arm is already on top of the head to do this. The staff also has a peg. Yeah? So we need to do the first exercise, an idle, right? So an idle, we can do it like with 1,000 styles. So it would be great if you can find a reference that you like, but try to keep it simple. So for example, maybe you want to do an offensive idle. So maybe you want to put the character a little down and take the stuff with the hands and do it some a little bit more exaggerated. Maybe you want to do just a simple one. So the simple one could be maybe taking the top character, okay, making a keyframe right there. Maybe we can go to the 20th frame, take the character down, right? Then go to the 40th and copy the first one. We hide this particular frame and now we have a cycle. So that's one part. Then maybe we can take the bones of the body and react to it. So for example, I want to take this bone, make a keyframe right there. So when the body goes down, I can make this follow through, and when it goes up, then down. So now we can polish it a little. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little too much, probably, the whole rotation thing, but you know what I mean. It's more clear now. But so the character is moving up and down, so probably we should take these legs and start doing the thing that we did with the jump. So for example, when it goes down on the 20th frame, maybe we need to put the leg like that. Well, be sure to have a keyframe in each bone. So bone keyframe, and bone keyframe. Then I go to the 20th, and now I can add the flex on the leg and try to polish it to have the feet on the same spot as we did. Okay, so now more or less seems like it is on the same spot. Has a little bit of difference, but it could work. And now I have to manage to work the whole thing in between, right? So we could start
Esta
messing
tarde
with
es
it.
probable que juegue al Iconoclastas, tío.
Also,
Para
I
ver el
didn't have
último
the
boss que
time
me
to
queda.
paint it properly. I could add a shadow
Que tengo ganas de
effect.
ver,
I
tío.
don't know
Voy a
if
ver tu
you
directo.
want to.
Mientras como.
I can try it,
Nice.
but it's not the most useful thing to do with you now.
Publicidad
So maybe we can
mientras.
check the last exercise. I insist, I will explain this on Monday with more time. But if you're
Recomendados.
finished, you can
Pecora
start
hace
now.
un test de inglés.
Mostly
De
with
Segundo,
messing with him,
eso es
but
bueno.
because I
Eso es
insist,
gracioso.
if you
Lo he visto,
never used a character rig like
Los
this,
VTubers ya se
could
han
be
hecho
a
con
little
mi feed.
complicated.
Sí.
So I recommend you
Embrace
to download it and check it out. Try to do it very quickly, you know.
Ting, ting, ting.
Yeah? Sounds good? Are you there?
Yes, I am. Espera, se lo voy a escribir.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Pero una exclamación no va a ser que se piense que estoy ahí quitando algo.
Would be great if we can find the issues that you are going to find for sure as soon as we can.
Y responde alguien yes. Ahora, un poco tarde, pero bueno.
So I wonder, for the ones that they are in a pretty early stage, should I start over or can we check the whole thing done?
Desmacho, por favor, muteate.
You didn't understand the keyframes. You mean the jump keyframes.
Iu.
And which
Yikes.
keyframes?
Yaikeruni, ¿sabes?
particular?
Ahí. No cunde.
Or maybe you meant the timing. For example, in my case, I'm starting on the top
Que no
point,
hay clases, no mukbangs de
and from
esos.
here I'm just going down. Okay, same thing here. I'm going up, 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 up until almost the same spot. Right, the same spot is right here. So the last frame in my case is the 25th. It's the same frame as the first one. Well, as you can see, I have like a little thing here in the eye, but I don't care. So I have, in my case, it's not necessary to be the same exactly thing, but I have from the 1st to the 10th the way down, okay, to the contact pose. Then I have 1, 2, 3 frames going down. So contact pose 1, 2, 3. That it could be 10. I don't care. The timing should be similar, but the timing that you're spending on the jump could be very different. Maybe you're spending a lot of time in the air. So 1, 2, 3, and the fourth is the second contact pose. The fourth is in the air. No, it's another contact pose, right? So contact pose 1, 2, 3, contact pose, and then up. So the fifth is in the air, and as you can see, I have a lot of space between the contact pose and the fifth. Okay, so contact pose 1, 2, 3 going down, the fourth is in the other contact pose, and the fifth is in the air. Then just way up to the final frame. And then the tricky thing is the feet, right? So contact pose, feet on the ground, maybe this one. Let's try to polish it a little now that we are here. Boom. Second one, it should be as close as we can with the previous frame. As flat as we can on the ground. Okay, and then contact pose again and way up. I think that that's the most tricky thing to do. Just make sure that the timing is well done and those legs work on the jump. Okay, then. Well, the arms I think is one of the tricky parts that are working more. By the way, is anyone checking is anyone checking Gandalf? So the arms for me, as you can see, it has a pretty standard shape on the beginning, and I don't have keyframes until it starts going down, when I start the rotation until the contact pose, right? So the contact pose and even the first here, the first frame with the feet on the ground, we have the extreme on the arm, okay? So we have the extreme here on the first pose on the ground. Same thing with the hat. In my case, it could be different. Then the arms go down until the next extreme, that it is the first and last pose. Okay, so you are starting your own character with Gandalf as a reference.
O el perro del vecino.
Yeah, I mean Gandalf as a reference with the rigging, mostly. So that's great. I remind the rest of you that it's not necessary to create a new character. You can use Gandalf, but if you want to, that would be a great idea to do. To do a new character from scratch. Do you understand? Well, I don't have any here. Let me see. Do you understand the kinematic output theory? Do you know how to apply it? Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, makes one part of the body follow the other. Yeah. So remember that you have to connect, for example, in this case, if you want to connect the arm with the hand, you have to connect the peg, that is the hand, not with the peg of the arm. You have to do it with the bone, that in this case is the first one, you know? The bone that it should connect, that it's more close to the object. So yeah, bone that connects, kinematic output, and peg. Same thing with the foot. So I have foot peg, kinematic output, and the bone, the last bone of the leg, the one that connects with the foot. Okay. I don't know if I have more. Yeah, I have more with the head and the face. Yeah, but these ones are easier because it's just, well, the bone from the body, kinematic output, face, and then face, kinematic, head. And to look for a kinematic output, you can go here on note library and just search for them. You know, kinematic output. Doesn't work both ways. So what do you mean? That if you want to take the hand, the arm could follow the hand, right? So that's not the way that we used to do it. Normally it doesn't work like that. Maybe you can, well, let me
Lo siguiente que me voy
try.
a encantar va a ser los pantalones.
it's a different way to
Luego ya,
do.
luego ya la espada. Bueno, depende. Depende.
But normally you will find the rigs like this, so. Well, the thing that you want to do in this case, you can do the same thing if you take this bone, right? So you take it. Okay. So I don't know if you need more feedback on this animation. I don't know, I think it's pretty clear, right? On, for example, the eyes is the thing that I didn't talk about. I'm just making a standard keyframe on the same one, on the first one, an extreme here on the last contact pose, and then down here, meanwhile he's going up, and recovering to the standard. That's it. If anyone needs a little more help, just don't hesitate to ask me anything. But I think that most of you know how to do it, so I'm going to start with the idle, if you want to give you more tips or ways to do it. Let's see. So as I did before, the first thing that we could do is the up and down of the top character. I'm going to redo that overlap.
Tengo un Power 5 de copa. Perdón.
Okay, that looks pretty nice. And let's see those. Well, in this case, yeah, we need to move this with. Let's see. Frame on everything. By the way, for the ones that they are creating the new character, do you remember how to paint it properly, how to draw it? Yeah, that's it. And remember that if we are going here with the pencil, draw the line, close it, then go to the selector tool, click right here on creating the color layer, and then we go to the color layer. We have the line here, so we can paint it just like this, right? So now I have my color here and my line here. So you can even create your character without lines. Then you can erase it later. So the color layer is always there, right? But in order to have the line on the color layer, you have to, once you have the line, go to the selector tool, and click here on operations, create color layer. It's not creating the color layer, it's just sending the line to the color layer. So if you click there and you send the line and go to the color layer, you can draw, you can paint like this. Okay, I cannot because I didn't close it properly, maybe. Do it again. Yeah, selector tool, line on the color layer, this one, color layer, and I can paint.
Desmacho, por cierto. No sé si te has dado cuenta, pero señor Killian todavía no ha hecho ni un solo directo.
Y nosotros hemos hecho unos cuantos.
Pero bueno, yo no sé los tuyos, pero yo los míos no los cuento como directos.
¿No lo cuentas como directo los tuyos?
No,
Yeah,
cuentan
you
como
can,
clases.
but I will recommend you to keep it simple, and in this case,
Pero yo sí que he hecho unos
make those
del Resident
shadows on the color layer.
Está mi pala en
So
las últimas.
once you have here
Jugando al
your
videojuegos.
painting, in the same color layer,
Al
you
biopeligro,
can
¿verdad? ¿Tú tienes el de jugando al biopeligro 3?
paint your shadows.
Y voy a ir al net.
¿Vas a ir
Mostly
al
because
Nether?
we
¿Necesitas
should
apoyo o vas a ir a
not
por
make
algo
it
en concreto?
too complicated.
No, voy a explorar.
So I will take my
Pues voy a
brush
llevarme bastantes flechas.
and my soft shading,
Comida.
and we can
Para
add
hacer
a little
unas
shadow
patitas.
here.
Comida. Está guay.
Y una pala. Así, tío. A ver si encuentro también esa mano.
Breaking 2. Ostras, necesito 2 de lo que es la
Right?
chuli.
Looks pretty good.
Pero que tengo un buen arco, tío. Me puedo pelear con muchas cosas del Nether, o sea. Me va a hacer un escudo. Espera, creo que te lo tengo.
$26, tío, para reparar esta pala. 24. ¿Cuántos
Bueno,
niveles
sí.
tienes de macho?
2.
So for example, here I would like to add
Me ha salido, claro, que me ha salido eficiencia 2. Por eso le cuesta tanto.
So as you can see here, I have my color palette. So maybe you can just create a new one, put it just right, and make shadow
Wait, Shadow Layer.
skin.
Break,
Now.
Shadow.
No, as I said, you can use Gandalf,
No ni uno de hierro.
but if you want to, you can create your own.
No hay que hacerme la pala abajo ahí.
So the main
una
idea
codificación.
from this course is that you could create your own, but for
Tengo que hacer una
obvious
granja de pesca.
reasons, I
Sí.
cannot ask for that. So
Sí, la verdad.
I made Gandalf for you, so you can use it as you want.
Nos ha dado uso y disfrute de Gandalf.
Okay, so skin shadow. Let's see.
Voy a repetir.
Yeah, don't worry, Anthony.
¿Verdad que tenemos un pollo aquí?
We
Pollo.
have a few.
¿Dónde las patatas?
Yes.
Wow, ¿quién lo habrá enterrado ahí?
A few brushes that we can
Supuestamente, yo
use.
supongo que los habrá enterrado.
They are not
Ya,
as
bueno,
good
si te vieras mis directos, en vez de
as
lurkear.
Photoshop, but they work pretty well for this.
Ahí, sí. Hago la regla. Solo soy un mensaje. Qué pena, no ha salido pollo. Sí. Las chances están.
So if I stay careful with the layers, okay?
odds
If
están
I stay here in my
Pollo.
color layer,
Sí, pollo.
Rico, vea.
you can see I can paint whatever I want, but it will remain under the lines, right?
Entonces creo que parto ya.
¿Tú partes? A ver, ¿qué es lo que partes?
El Nether.
En cuanto acabe esto.
A ver si puedo encontrar una
So once I
fortress,
have
algo
it,
Una
now
fortaleza. Sí, estaría guay. No te saques una fortaleza del creativo, ¿eh?
maybe I can just take my
Nether Fortress Spawner.
my razor,
No, pero no
polish
uses
it a
barra
little.
El barra locate no se usa, tío. Gente que exploraría.
Oh fuck. Yeah, in this case,
Voy a subir el volumen.
we need another layer.
¡Ah!
Yeah, don't do the mistake that I just made because I have the face and the beard in the same layer. So
Espera,
now
tengo que
I
ponerle un
have
F,
to
tengo que
work
ponerle
a
un F,
little harder. So
me
if I
parece
want
mal.
to erase the shadow, I have to erase everything. So maybe I can just throw a little careful.
¿Cómo tengo el Minecraft? Yo lo tengo. Además, no escucho el Minecraft. No está ni en el resto de sonido.
Silvanas, 4 de 3.
Smaller
Dejo la
brush, try
partida.
not to get in my
Sí, ya sé que
beard
dejaste
and
de-
eyebrows color.
Voy a abrir el Minecraft de nuevo.
The lines will help me.
Too close.
F? What happened? So now looks like dirty. More than shadow.
No soy... de bromas. Ah, que está un poco lejos. Thor está un poco...
¿No te has llevado una cama?
Sí, al Nether voy.
¿Qué pasa?
Nether me voy a llevar una... A ver
Puedes
si-
ir al Nether con una cama si quieres.
Sí.
Scream bigger.
No sé si insta kill, pero vamos.
Like this? Or what do you mean? In the Adobe. Oh. Okay, so if I change this, it changed for you guys, for all of you? Oops. Sorry. I thought that it was just for me. Alrighty.
Ya llevo un escudo. Llevo todo. Sí. Me voy al Nether. Buenas noches. Molaría un encantamiento que te dejase hundir los...
So it looks like my face, it's on top of the hat.
Buah, está petado de cerdos zombies. Mueren de un golpe, así que es el juego.
So that's a pretty common mistake. So for fix that, we should just take the hat here,
Vale, el otro
press
día fui
Alt
por ahí.
and
Ahora vamos a ir por ahí.
up arrow.
Dios, qué violencia.
With the mouse.
¿Por qué?
Dime que estás
And
oyendo
it
el
should
profesor
go on top of it, but
aporreando
it
el
doesn't
teclado.
go. Let's
No.
do it on perspective. So I could take my hat and just
Lo está porreando muy fuerte.
take the
Bastante fuerte.
transformation tool. I put it. That's it. Epa.
La puta madre, que lava ahí.
That's why it.
Leche, pues
That's why it
Discord me
is.
pone que se está
on
activando
top.
el micro cada
Okay,
vez que
so
pega
we
un
can just
golpetazo,
draw carefully. Hmm.
Quiero cuarzo.
Okay. So now it looks like dirt more than shadow,
Enderman.
right? So that's the great thing about Toon Boom, that now we can go here,
Enderman.
change the color of the color that we created and apply it, and it will change everything that we paint. And maybe we can find the right
va tú.
color
¿Qué
Me
sucede?
cago en- Casi me caigo.
and tone.
No, hombre, no, mi chamaco, no te caigas.
Mi pana, ¿no?
Mi
Mi
pana,
pana, no.
mi pana desmacho. Intentó
Eso
nadar
solo
el lava. Lo digo, no es porque te aprecien lo más mínimo.
Maybe
Árboles del
adding
Nether.
¿De qué color?
light
Verdes.
could help us. So I
¿Verdes
can
o
create a
azules?
new color. And
Ah,
call
mira,
it
el tronco
light.
parece como pura azul raro.
Skin.
Warped, ¿no? Son Warped troncos. Porque son...
¿En serio? No los he pillado todavía. A ver, pillado.
Ay. Si quieres vamos juntos a investigar, porque ese es bastante peligroso, porque vive en...
Twisting Vines. Y esta tierra rara.
Vive una criatura, bueno, unas criaturas que ya has conocido. Llamadas...
Warped Nilium.
Sí, Warped Nilium, eso es solo el Dirt. Eso, que crecen criaturas llamadas Hola Niños.
Enderman. Let's go.
Yes, me conde porque se expande el lore de Minecraft. Básicamente ese
Warped.
bioma es literal.
Propuesto en.
Sí, es como el End se expande por la puñetera. Por puñetero
¿Esto qué
bioma.
es? Room Light. Está
Sí,
chulo, tío.
ese bloque es muy raro.
Está chulo. Está chulo este bioma, tío. Llevo un poco de llevo unos troncos. No tienes apple.
¿No tienes sapling? Entonces, macho, ¿qué camino has seguido? Que voy a ir contigo.
Pues yo estoy en -12. Camino contrario a
¿-12 qué?
-12, 163 la Z.
163.
Remember
Pero
to
lava.
to
Está chulo
be
este.
Remember, no Russian.
on the
No,
color
hola,
layer.
niños. No, hola, niños. A ver cómo es la madera.
Azul.
Sí, está chula. O hace
Ya.
ruido. Mira, hola, niño.
Tremendo ragazzo, digo lagazzo.
Sí, da bastantes lagazos.
No, pero que estoy en un lagazo constante, yo no puedo comer.
Porter Roots. Creo que lo voy a mirar en el. No tenga esto. Una Sarnes
Ya
4.
me ha comido. What the hell, pero ¿qué camino has seguido para ir hacia allí?
Me he hecho muy propio camino.
¿Pero dónde está tu propio camino?
Lo tienes que ver. Lo he hecho a base de pica.
Ya, pero ¿dónde está la entrada?
Voy hacia ti y ya está. Voy hacia ti y te digo. Oh, hay bastantes, Hola, ni. Hay bastantes, hola, ni. Perdón. Voy hacia allí y te guío. Me voy a mutear un momento. Menos mal que no lo has escuchado. Te hubieras cagado en mis muertos 25. Vale. Oh, no, estoy muerto. ¡Hostia! Feather Falling. Feather Falling. Amo Feather Falling, tío. Feather Falling 3. De una caída que me debería haber matado. Estoy en mitad de vida. Feather Falling es Dios.
¿Raquel, tú lo estás?
No, ahora
Yeah,
mismo
this
estoy a
is the
altura 60, no
problem
te... ¿Qué harás?
with texture brushes
Ha sido
that
he hecho un pequeño
goes
fallo,
instead
¿vale?
of the
He hecho un
other
pequeño
and
fallo de
makes.
Tamatics. No pasa nada que ahora mismo subo. Si no me topo con lava, no debería haber...
Makes the color darker. So maybe I
Por
can
acá
just
debería
use
estar,
this, you know? This is also a great way to do it.
What? Pues subiré a base de bloques, que creo que no hay gas.
Okay.
Y los bichos esos caminan en lava.
¿Qué
¿Te acuerdas de
bichos?
los bichos esos que vimos? Que decías tú, wow, el píxel
Ah,
es
lo de
por
los
60.
pelos estos, sí, los pelosos.
Los pelositos. Pues los pelositos caminan. Caminan por la lava, por lo que veo.
Está guay eso.
Está guay. Ampliando aquí el lore del... Vale, estoy arriba otra vez. Estoy con una fuente de lava, Ya estoy arriba, all over again. Vale, ya estoy arriba. He venido por aquí. He seguido este camino por aquí. Con mucho cuidado de no pegarme el ostión de vida. Mira, por ahí, Por aquí he venido. He hecho un caminito así, todo bonito.
Okay, so now I can take that
Vale, por aquí.
color and put maybe a little
Tengo otro túnel por aquí, sin tocar
more
la lava,
subtle.
con mucho cuidado. Estoy en el portal, ¿dónde estás tú?
Yo he ido hacia el lado de los pelitos.
Pues hacia el lado de los pelitos no tienes que ir,
Vale, vuelvo.
Bien, vuelve. Sin miedo, sin miedo. Yo me quedo aquí picando un poquillo de quack. Con fortuna. ¿Qué quiero quack? Ya, casi un stack.
Vale, ¿te puedes acercar hacia donde los pelitos? Que no sé cómo se vuelve para casa.
No hemos perdido que un hijo de puta día del padre.
Puede ser.
Estoy dando los peritos. Estoy dando los peritos.
Nice.
No te veo.
Vale, he vuelto al portal. Vale.
Y has vuelto al portal. Yo vuelvo al portal. ¿Vale?
Vale.
Y te enseño básicamente hacia dónde he tirado yo. No te veo, supongo que ahora te veo. Hola,
Hola, niños.
no te veo.
¿Dónde estás?
En el portal, saltando.
No, pero sigue tu túnel.
¿Qué? ¿Has visto mi túnel?
Claro.
Vale, pues ya está. Sigue ese túnel y llegarás a... No toques la lava y punto. Sí, mira, porque creo que esto no estaba tapiado. Y creo que esto lo has hecho tú. Bueno. Wait. Wait. What? Me he quedado bugado con un pie. No quiero pegar.
Okay, so I'm not that happy about this color, but more or
Veo
less you
tunelitos
can
ahí
see,
arriba, tío.
I mean the shadow, the skin shadow. But as you can see, the drawing improves a lot, and you can still animate
Hola.
everything that you
Oli.
want, that it will keep the
Bien, sígueme.
parts as they are, okay?
Mucho cuidado de no ser víctima de la
Oh, you
gravedad
already made it? Sure.
newtoniana. Básicamente tenemos que cruzar al otro. Yo tenía hecho un túnel,
Hmm.
pero ahora no recuerdo dónde lo tenía hecho. Creo que es...
So, did you made it as the whole
pasa?
thing, or it's just a sketch?
Me acaba de hacer gracia.
I recommend you
Víctor,
to,
me has tapado
if you
los
want to do it by yourself,
Okay.
the character, and you want feedback and all of that, try to do first the sketch. Anyway, it looks pretty good. Just the base drawing, so this is the sketch. Okay, great, perfect.
¿Cómo has hecho eso?
picando.
No, pero de ponerte a
Yeah,
nadar
yeah,
no sé
you can
muy bien.
send
Vale.
it to me whenever you want.
Welcome.
Better if you can send me the
Got a
sketch first, but I
selection.
guess that in your case,
Good
Enrique, you're
things
using
on
the one that we
sale,
already
stranger!
have,
Sales, stranger.
so it's okay. It's just a flat image. Yeah, yeah, great. So
Que había aquí un... ¿Puedes escalar esto?
I don't think that you have
Sí, son
any
como
any big mistakes on the
lo que
drawing.
sin dar
So,
sida.
for example, maybe I would make the
Mierda.
top part of the character, the torso, a little
Joder,
smaller,
qué susto
or
me
maybe
pega.
the legs a little bit bigger.
Vaya hostia,
But
vaya
I
eso,
like the
todo ya.
line.
Me ha dolido y todo.
So it's the
Ahora
same
sí que puedo
structure
mirar
as
a
the
niños.
as Gandalf. So
Ah.
maybe, yeah,
Y no se bugueará y podré escucharlo.
maybe Gandalf
Textura puesto.
doesn't seem to
Maybe no hay
be short leggy because I have the skirt.
Crimson.
Whatever, looks pretty great.
Oh no,
Yeah,
Skin Crimson.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, pero ¿por qué le miras?
¡Hola, niño!
So maybe you can we share anything? Oh, I can share the.
Ah, no. Espero que no tenga copyright esto.
So guys, look at this. So it's pretty simple, isn't it? And it looks pretty cool. So if anyone wants to do something different, just know that it's not necessary to be more than this. This is
Tenía que
pretty cool.
hacerlo.
Now, if you want,
No me he puesto el icono
well,
Pax por
first you
nada,
have to
tío.
draw everything in layers, right? But then you
Ay,
can
qué
do the
grande,
thing
tío.
that I'm
Ay,
doing now, you
cuando
know,
hagamos la trampa
put in
hoy
some
con-
shadows. By the way, also, now that I started, I'll try to finish it. I will upload it again, so if you
Cuando
want
hagamos la trampa
to
va a ser
have Gandalf with shadow,
Era una niños.
sí, pero no.
Era una niños rap versión.
Hola, niños.
Yeah, for sure. Try to get reference if you want to do it by yourself.
Pues
Don't
no,
try
no
to
vamos.
do just with imagination.
Le recomendamos a todo el mundo que si no quiere escuchar, si no quiere perder sus...
Ostras, casi me caigo. No, que casi me caigo, es que mira hacia
A ver,
abajo.
está epicardo este bioma, pero...
No sé, a mí el Nether ahora da mucho asquito los sonidos del Nether hoy en día.
Sí, sí, da bastante.
Minar, caminar, la Netherrack, todo da.
Hay bastantes Endermans
Da
ahí abajo.
cosi.
No tengo ganas de mirar. Porque
Ahí
no
es.
vaya a ser... No vaya a ser que tengan copyright. Cuidado, no vaya a ser que tengan copyright. Pero si tú no tienes el texture pack puesto, entonces no te...
Si lo tengo puesto, sí. ¿Ves en el directo?
Si estuviera en el directo, es que no lo estoy. Es que estoy un poco mirando a uno a la niña. Espérate, que creo que eso es un... Sí, eso es un capullo. Bong. Está epicardo.
Vale, tengo 0. ¿En serio me he cargado un Enderman con looting 3 y me ha dado 0 enderpearlas?
Sí,
Está guay. Necesitamos tancar en este server.
no tiene el Minecraft comprado. Sí. Creo
Claro
que
que
sí.
tiene Minecraft comprado, ¿qué demonios?
No sé, tío.
Todo en tu real, ¿no te acuerdas?
Es verdad, esto. Pero que yo sé, tío. Los últimos server que hemos hecho ni hemos ido.
Es que no sé. El último server que hemos hecho sí es este.
Exacto.
Y no está porque solo estamos tú y yo. Pilla todos los tronquitos que puedas de esta wea.
Pillo bastantes tronquitos ya. Pero no me han dado sap.
Otra vez.
¿Otra vez?
Macho,
¿Qué?
¿cómo se llama el tronco?
Warped. Warped stem.
¿Sabes lo que significa stem?
La verdad, no.
Ya, bueno.
O si lo sé, no me acuerdo.
Latilla.
Ah. Mira, más souls. Que no necesitamos. Más souls.
No, San.
O sea, que sabía que ibas a hacer el chiste.
Ya, bueno, si es que es la clásica. No puedes decir Soul Sun sin decir. Es tremendo, que se puede hacer la granja de la madera esta azul. Bastante easy.
Yo aquí buscando una fortress.
Y yo aquí farmeando madera.
Sí, tú puedes
Para
farmear
casa.
madera.
Porque la madera azul no va a servir para casa. Me gusta más la madera roja, pero bueno. Yo no sé quién para. El problema es que no, vale, no se puede hacer una granja de madera tan easy. Porque se queda los.
So if you're not doing a new character, it's almost time, right?
Aquí
Yeah.
farmeando conocimiento.
If you're not the character and you have the proper tools, I mean that you don't
¿Es una
have
fortress? No, ¿verdad?
computer issues or
No, es una
whatever
fortress. Es un montículo de... ¿Qué es eso?
problem that you may
¿Qué es
have
eso?
Corre.
¡Un cofre!
and
¡Un
you are a
cofre!
little behind. If you're not
cofre en
in
medio
that
de la lava?
situation, I encourage you to,
Víctor, ¿no
if
sienta lo
not
mismo el
creating
primero?
your own character, maybe
Corre, desmacho, te he
you
dicho.
can add something to that.
Porque te va a matar.
Maybe you can, I don't know,
¿El qué, el
change
cofre?
hat.
Sí,
Maybe
¿dónde
you
estás?
can make another stuff or
208,
make
463.
a
Ubicación.
sword, you know?
208. ¿208?
You will find that it's pretty
¿Pero cuántos avancé,
fun
hijo de perra?
once
Yes.
you control
¿Y el
a
otro?
little bit the basics, you know, the
208...
color
no,
layers
210,
and all that. They're pretty easy.
467.
Pero, bro.
Hay bloques de oro, tío.
¿Quieres dejar de.?
With shorts, that would be fun. Yeah, sure.
Vale. Tomar por culo el gas. Estoy yo aquí para gilipolleces. I'm not here to fuck spiders.
¿Y Gast?
You can find the
Oh.
reference from the Merlin
Pensaba en la versión esta.
the Merlin
de Gast.
Disney movie
Es de
that it
tu,
has like
es de tu tipo el Gast, porque está
a
llorando todo el día.
shorts for
Sí.
like a path.
Un bloque de oro que me voy a
cloth,
llevar. La verdad, está de picardo. Y a ver qué tiene este cofre. ¡Ostras, tú!
¿Quieres
Frostbite.
dejar de... ¿Quieres esperarme? Te estoy diciendo.
No tiene nada interesante.
Ya, bueno, pero dentro del hecho de esperarme, viene el hecho de esperarme.
Venga, yo te espero.
O sea,
Hago esto más
no lo veo muy complicado. Si yo te digo espera, que esperes.
Hago esto más accesible. Porque como podrás comprender, esto está yendo de marfil. Y no estamos para marfil y bolleces. Ajá.
¿Lo graba? Lo graba. ¿Qué altura estás?
Yo, altura 32.
Pues las coordenadas estas que me has pasado...
Mira, 200. Mira, te las escribo en el chat. Literal.
Ay, las caídas que dan al marfil. Yo veterán.
Es un normal que eres. Eso.
Quería dispararte lejos, solo que te has movido así de golpe y me has hecho...
¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es esto?
¿Qué es esto? Yo que sé, una isla.
Está bien, pero ¿qué hace un portal del Nether aquí muerto?
Imperfecto, pues de los
So
predecesores a los...
also if
¡Ah!
you're painting, don't do
Con la magma.
the thing that I'm doing now. So
Tienes pico de diamante
add
para
a
acabarlo.
color card, you know, to have
Sí,
the
pero me
white
falta más obsidiana.
Pues pilla esta de aquí, o
The
pilla esa de ahí, o
white
pilla
background.
de esa de por allá también.
in order to see the colors properly.
Esto está petadísimo de marfil.
Sí, hijo, sí. Así ya vale, ¿no? Nada, venga,
Sí, ahora-
quémalo.
Espera.
No me digas que no.
Ven aquí, échame una mano.
Vale, ya está, tenemos flint. Nos falta steel.
Vale, ahora tenemos que ir a por hierro. Tenemos que matar muchos... Tenemos que pegarle... Trae para acá el flint. A ver. Tenemos que pillar un cerdo y hacer que le pegue... O sea, en plan, que le haga agro y haga spawn reinforcements de un zombie normal. Y pillarlo y que nos dropee uno de hierro. Yo tengo looting 3, así que tampoco tan difícil no va a ser.
¡Oh! Puedes hacer lo que has hecho. ¿A dónde nos lleva esto?
A ningún
So,
lado. ¿Dónde me va a llevar de
now
macho?
that I
Tiene que haber
have
una dungeon aquí.
this part of the character
Hombre, estaría
painted, you
buenardo.
can even take the
Mira
lines
algo,
in
¿sabes? En esta
the
cueva.
line layer.
Porque si no me vuelvo al Nether, que yo aquí no puedo nada.
¿Sabes que te vas a volver al portal original?
Let's say this one,
Portal original, en serio.
Es...
the ones that no.
A seguir explorando entonces, para el otro lado.
This.
Vámonos.
And you can paint them. You can just click here,
Nether.
skin color, or shadow skin, and bam.
¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto?
Cuidado que te quemas.
Joder, ya, en serio. Luego dicen, no, espérame, para que me hagas estas putadas. Pasármelo solo, tío.
No, perdona, o sea, eso es por haber dicho, oh, bloque de hierro, bloque de
Or
oro,
maybe you can
oh,
create a new
cofres,
color, a
cofres,
little
digo, no te
darker,
acerques.
you
Y tú, oh, cofres, no tenía
Paint
nada.
the
Y yo,
lines,
bueno, yo qué sé,
mostly the silhouette lines,
Y no tenían nada.
with a color
tenía algo.
Sí, un hacha
that
de oro de
could
un
be
breaking, te
similar
vale.
Pues ya
to the
está,
main one.
ya es más que nada.
O menos que nada, porque vamos, un hacha de oro, un breaking, ya ves tú.
Okay,
Puede
guys.
fundir por una pepita de oro.
So I guess that at this moment we are finishing our Rick and Jam.
Y que el
To get to know Gandalf would be great,
Nada
but
por
please
aquí.
try to finish first the other exercise.
Cogemos
And
Sousa para hacer una...
if I give you feedback, try to fix it, because I try not to give extra feedback. I mean, I just try to
¿Dónde están los Nether Fortress cuando se necesitan?
to give the necessary feedback. So if I
La
say
coordenada
to
Z,
you
pero
something, try to fix it,
La coordenada Z.
and
Yes.
we can continue this exercise next week. Okay. The idea is to
Se me caigo
to
al
have
marfil.
this animation for
Malísima tuya, by the way.
the
ver, no.
11th, more or less, because
¿Te caes?
I'm trying to have like at least 3 animations. Okay, so more probably we will use the idle,
Nether
the
Fortress.
walking, and the strike.
Where are you? Has hecho 13 locate,
You know?
tío. Has ido directo por la
Maybe
Nether
you
Fortress.
want to do a
Si salen,
jump,
si salen en el chat.
or a
en
reaction,
el
or a
chat, mira.
death,
No.
more
¿De cuándo?
than
Ostras, bichos
a
raros.
strike or
Vale,
a walk. Well, the walking cycle we should do it
Mira qué bueno soy.
either way, but the strike we can
¿Recibes
talk
un
about it.
bloque?
Te
¿Por
da-
qué no la
But keep
recibes?
in
Te da
mind
un
that
bloque de
we
diamante.
will need to do
Tíratelo
at least
tíralo al
3.
marfil. Ofréceselo a la madre.
So
Por mis pecados.
it's kind of an animation per week.
Pecador. Fistro
So
pecador de la
try
pradera.
to be
Con
as
2 brazos muestras tu respeto a madre. Con
I don't
un
know.
brazo
Try to keep
muestras tu
keep up
respeto
as
a
much as you can
compañero.
for next Monday.
Ale.
Okay, for the 4th.
Netherward. Me faltan places.
Because if
Y
we
será
can
que
do the
tiramos-
first
¿Te quieres tirar ya
animation next week, we could do
el bloque de
another
diamante que te he puesto
the
en el objetivo?
11th
¿Tú te
and
crees que no lo
another
digo ya?
the 18th. And in an ideal situation, we would
Madre
do
mía. Es que con lo del
4
mar, con la
and
con
make an animation with
mierda.
the 4 of them on the same
fortaleza,
scene, but I don't know if we
idioma que te
will
gusta.
have the time to do it. But at least we need 3 of them.
No, no es que me guste, es que la madera es muy
Will
buena.
you
para
upload the
construir.
rigging notes of the
Pues eso,
exercise?
pues esa manera es muy buena para construir. Para ti.
Espera, estoy aquí matando.
¿Me soltáis una brace rot o algo? Por
The
caridad.
rigging notes.
Voy a empezar a soltar
What do
cosas.
you mean by rigging notes?
Let's go. Has encontrado la terrible fortaleza.
Sorry.
Sí, y Nether verrugas.
Ah, the okay,
verrugas de
yeah,
abajo.
yeah. So yeah, I can do that. Keep in mind that you have the character itself there.
Can you isn't, amigo?
But yeah,
Bueno,
I can upload a
farmear
capture if you want.
blaze rods, porque puedes farmear blaze rods. You know.
Yo puedo farmear Blaze Rods.
But I don't know if
Blaze
it's
Rods, estaría bien.
Ahí va.
because I have a lot of things that are in disguise.
Oh!
You know, there are
Creo que eso es un wither. No, no.
Y a Hernán. Mira, es que me pongo a mirar el chat todo el rato para ver
Hide.
si conecta a alguien random.
So I think that
Y nada, y de golpe
it
llega
would
Yasser-
be
Yesser
more
Hernando,
useful if you
dos-
go directly to the file
Y dice hola.
and look at
Y 4 minutos
the,
después dice 2
the
puntos
note
sube.
view, you know.
Y si dice 2 puntos sube es que alguien es que me cae.
Yeah, because I cannot show you everything. Well, maybe I could, you know, trying to have everything on view.
Uy,
But
qué
it would be
lagazo,
pretty
no.
complicated.
Justo con
So,
withers, no.
I recommend
Un
you
lagazo
to
contra withers,
check
tío.
the file. That it is already on uploaded. Okay, I will do it again because maybe you want the shadow one, but you have it already. No. I keep saying it
Bueno, suelta
through all the
cabeza.
class. I think that I said it
sí.
like 3-4
¿Tiene
times
Warped ni
today.
Eh...
We don't need to do
Sí.
the character from
Vale,
zero.
sí,
We
hay que
can
tenerlo,
use Gandalf.
Es muy útil.
So
el
if you
Warped
want
Medium.
to and you have the
Sí,
time
yo
to do
también
it, it would be great.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es
But if
eso?
you
¡Ah,
¿Dónde
qué
can't
estás,
viene!
be
macho?
able to
¿Dónde
do
estás?
it, you
¿Qué
can use
coño
Gandalf.
estás?
Okay, so
Persigue
don't
algo
worry.
raro, ayuda. Estoy muerto.
I insist. I'll try to upload it
Si me dices
again
que es, a lo mejor sé lo que es.
today or
No, no, que
tomorrow.
me acaba de tirar la
No,
lava.
today. I will have it
Otra
today.
vez.
Yeah, I think so.
No puedo poner bloques, estoy muerto.
Where are you?
Pues nada, del
Anyway.
macho trascendido.
Thank you
tirado la
for
puta
being
lava, tío.
here, guys. It's pretty
Me ha tirado
late.
la puta
Thank you
lava,
for
tío.
your work.
Qué
Ya.
cabrón.
Don't hesitate to ask me anything
Bueno,
through this week. Let's
Pero yo
try to keep up
no voy a hacer
to
deberes.
until Monday.
Tocó el rage quit.
And that's it. Okay. Thank you, guys. We will see each other
Paso.
Monday.
Voy a hacer deberes,
Take
tío.
care.
Bueno, justo ahora se acabó la
Bye.
clase,
Thank
así
you.
que... About time. ¿Qué te ha empujado? ¿Un cerdo como esto? He ido de verdad. Pendejo. Bueno, pues me desconecto yo también.